So pole sitter Aaron Garcia will lead them around. Henry Jocelyn will be alongside him on the front row of the grid. On the second row, it will be Thibaut Ramakers and the Dutchman Sacha van Pad Bosch in P4 on the grid. And he's already taken a win this weekend, as has Garcia. Eloan Bianame and Daniel Dalakian have come close to getting that job done. And then Raul Thantharden is in 7th from Adrian Ferra. Noah Montero, after his epic drive, starts 9th alongside Vic Stevens. Tiziano Kuznini is alongside Marius Barryberg. Mark Granada beside Joey Brown. Then Gilles Caranta and Colin Cronin. Freddie Allam and Raul Martinez. Then Mathis Machaut, Harry Yule, Avril Sasha, Pedro Cachada, Rafael Theveny, Adam El Osta, and from the back of the grid, Macaulay Bishop will be charging through again. But out of the final turn, drivers are going through. Are we going to get a good start from Garcia and Jocelyn? Looks like it could be a good one. Are we racing? Yes! Good start from Garcia. There's a little bit of a quest to the first corner, but up comes Thibaut Ramakers. Ramakers hits the front as they go through turn 1. Everybody jockeying for position, trying to get through turn 2 in fine position. Are they all through? Yes, they are. Up to 3. Into the run to the hairpin. Everybody just trying to stay out of trouble. Can they all make it through? There's not a lot of room to play with. A little bit of bumping and boring. I think Bishop was trying to get through around the inside. But Thibaut Ramakers has hit the front and Henry Jocelyn has got in a second. Not the perfect start Aaron Garcia was hoping for. But Thibaut Ramakers for the VDK Racing team has now hit the front. The first 2 drivers in this race will both represent their country in the FIA Karting Academy Trophy later this year. Garcia is going to have to try and get past them both. Thibaut Ramakers for Belgium and Henry Jocelyn for Great Britain. So it will be fascinating to see how the drivers get on in this race. With 1 lap completed and 6 to go, Aaron Garcia is already sizing up a move. Can he get there to the inside line? Ramakers, Jocelyn, Garcia, Bianame, Van Pad Bosch, Ferra, Montero and Thantharden. Here we go on the inside. And that's Jocelyn to take the lead, Garcia to take second. Ramakers has to concede. And Garcia's already trying his moves on Jocelyn. Bianame tried as well. So Garcia up into the lead, Bianame up to 3rd. So some good racecraft already from the Junior X30s, as they will quest to give us lots of great battles and duels. But with 7 laps of racing in the can in this heat, they obviously have to think very carefully about where they time their moves. That's a nice overtaking move in the middle of the pack there. I think that was Adrian Ferra trying to get his move on Sacha van Pad Bosch. Didn't work out. He's had to defend and held up the likes of Kuznini and Montero. So there is still going to be battles. There's yellow flags going into the final corners. So what's happening there? Yellow flags. Looks as though we seem to have lost Joey Brown. We've certainly had somebody come off the road there. Oh, that is the 42. That's Marius Barryberg. The Norwegian has come off the road. So Marius Barryberg has had some problems there. I think it was Joey Brown he tangled with. And up the inside, that is Van Pad Bosch getting his move on Ramakers. So Van Pad Bosch gets through at turn 2. And look from round the outside. That is a very big lunge from Raul Thantharden, I think that was. Trying to come through. But Eloan Bianame has got pressure of his own from Adrian Ferra. Ferra gets through on the inside of the hairpin. And Tiziano Kuznini is getting pounded around there. That's the hard-charging Noah Montero trying to come through. Not as easy as it was in the previous race, no doubt. Garcia is now in front of Jocelyn. So Garcia has hit the front again. Henry Jocelyn still right in behind the Spanish driver. Sacha van Pad Bosch is 3rd. And Thibaut Ramakers in 4th position. The yellow flags are still out at that corner. I wonder if there's a barrier out of position, but it has now been withdrawn, the yellow flag. So they can go racing again. And as they come down the straight, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from here on in. Jocelyn working hard from Garcia. Jocelyn has a think about it. Van Pad Bosch and Ramakers have already caught them though. So are we going to see the move from Van Pad Bosch? We do indeed. The Dutchman takes his moment, picks it into 4, and that'll do. So a good overtaking move there from Van Pad Bosch. Is he going to go straight for Garcia? He's certainly having a think about it. He comes through the hairpin. Jocelyn gets a little bit close to him. They go through the right-hander and up to the hairpin. In for the left, and this is going to be the move from Jocelyn. Back in a second, and Van Pad Bosch has to squeeze out and let Ramakers go as well. Macaulay Bishop, by the way, is up into 11th place and has set the fastest lap. Ramakers now gets in on Jocelyn. So Thibaut Ramakers comes back into 2nd place. So now they need to team up. Ramakers, Jocelyn, Van Pad Bosch and Ferrer, they need to go together here to close up on Aaron Garcia. 3 laps to go. This race isn't over. If anything, it's just getting started. Ramakers getting close, and he's going to get his moment to take the lead from Garcia. The door's still open. Jocelyn trying to crowd him out. Garcia is not going to be intimidated, and he holds the line, moves to cover in the hairpin. So Garcia holds 2nd. Jocelyn now trying to encourage Van Pad Bosch to work with him as they go after the Spanish driver in front. Thibaut Ramakers still leads the way. Garcia, Jocelyn, Van Pad Bosch and Ferrer. Montero making his bid on the inside at a 6th, and 2 wheels in the air from Kuznini as he makes his bid on Bianame. Montero gets through and Kuznini gets through. Macaulay Bishop has got into the position as well, up into 8th place past Bianame. So a very unfortunate set of corners for Eloan Bianame, who's now lost 3 positions as a result of all of that. But with 2 to go, Ramakers has half a second on Garcia. That's enough for the Belgian to be comfortable for the moment. This is where he can really go for it. Here's the move for 2nd. Jocelyn, Van Pad Bosch and Ferrer all get past Garcia. And now Van Pad Bosch is going to go for Jocelyn. He gets in a 2nd place. Ferrer is there in 4th. But this is all surely giving Thibaut Ramakers an incredible run for the win. Sacha Van Pad Bosch shutting the door on Jocelyn. Ferrer trying to come right round the outside. But there's not quite enough grip. So Jocelyn fends him off. A big dive from Garcia. He gets through on Ferrer. Montero and Bishop are trying to creep through. Bishop in 2 wheels in the middle of that gaggle. And somehow off the road go Bishop and Montero. Montero recovers, but he's definitely lost a few positions. And he's out of sorts as Kuznini tries to get in on the inside. Further up, that is the bid from the 34 of Zunthaden. Zunthaden gets through on the inside of Ferrer. So a good recovery drive this from Raoul Zunthaden, but out in front, Thibaut Ramakers looks like he's going to become the 5th different race winner in Junior X30 this weekend. Who would have predicted that? They're still battling away in the middle of the Junior X30 field as they scrap for position. Montero now getting alongside Zunthaden and Kuznini. So Montero gets through. Ferrer battling away with Bianame. And as they all squabble in the gaggle together, Ferrer is going to try and keep his man behind him. That's Eloan Bianame. Then Montero, Kuznini, Bishop, Stevens and Caranta. But the leader is this man, Thibaut Ramakers. He picked his moment very carefully, got into the lead, and now he is taking very much a leaf out of his senior counterpart's book. Thibaut Ramakers always seemed to have bad luck on his day in the Mini. This is his first run in Junior, and finally he is going to get the moment he deserves in IAME Euro. It takes time for some drivers to come of age, but once they stop winning, you can't stop them. This is the moment for Thibaut Ramakers. Yes! Finally, a heat win in the IAME Euro Series. That's been a long time coming for the Belgian. But Thibaut Ramakers finally gets where he belongs. The front end of the field belongs to Thibaut Ramakers in qualifying heat A versus C. And look, he's delighted with it. After so much pain in Mini X30, of so nearly getting a good run, so nearly getting on the top of the timesheets, so nearly getting the top 3, at last in Junior, Thibaut Ramakers belongs at the front in Junior X30, and hopefully he is here to stay. Fantastic. Great job from Thibaut Ramakers, and he belongs at the front. He really does look comfortable there. That's a big, big moment, and I'm sure the whole family will be ecstatic. That has made all the frustration in Mini X30 worth the pain and hardship. Thibaut Ramakers becomes the 5th different race winner this weekend, from Sacha Van Pad Bosch and Henry Jocelyn. Aaron Garcia and Raoul Zunthaden in the top 5. Adrian Ferrer, Eliwan Bianame, Noah Montero, Tizi Kuznini and Macaulay Bishop in the top 10. Then it's Jules Caranta in 11th position in front of Vic Stevens. Sasha Avriel is ahead of Raul Martinez, Mark Granada and Daniel Dalakian from Colin Cronin of Ireland and Mathis Mershout of Belgium. 19th place for Rafael Deveni and Freddie Allen. Then Pedro Cachada, Harry Yule, Adam Elosta and Joey Brown. The one retirement from the race was Marius Barryberg on the opening lap of the race in the final bend.